Are you serious? Are you serious? Guys, we have a very powerful and very dangerous breaking news situation developing right now. Very, very disturbing. There has been a mega 6.6 earthquake that's hit the Caribbean islands, the Caribbean region, just off the coast of Antigua, Barbuda. There is a tsunami warnings in effect. I repeat, there is, without question, tsunami warnings in effect. The buoys are going off everywhere in the oceans, in the North Atlantic area and in the Caribbean area. Want to thank Wayne for getting this information to me. Folks, this just happened. It has happened in the last 7 minutes. I just checked. There's not one article written about it at this point. But some of the other info, like NOAA and some of the others, the National Data Buoy Center, the buoys are going off. It is a significant earthquake. It's very shallow. It is a 6.6. Now, guys, you know how many earthquakes there are in the Caribbean area. I mean, there's like every day. It was a 6.4. They've just upgraded it to 6.6. Let me put a shout out right now real quick. Give me 1 second here for www.healthwithpaul.com. That's www.healthwithpaul.com. And this is important. Again, this quake is huge for that area. Now, there's bigger quakes in the world, but not in that area. Usually they're around 2.4, 2.8, 3.4. That's about as big as they'll get in that area. So, it's very concerning that you'd have a quake at this magnitude. Let me put a shout out right now for www.healthwithpaul.com. That's www.healthwithpaul.com. One of the secrets to reducing the appearance of aging is to consider your collagen levels. When your collagen levels decline, as they naturally do with age, your skin gradually begins to show those aging signs, like fine lines, wrinkles, and more. That's why I highly recommend to you today including collagen into your daily regimen. It provides the 5 critically important types of collagen to support the skin elasticity and hydration at www.healthwithpaul.com. One easy, take a scoop, put it in the soup or in the smoothie a day. 1 scoop a day is all you need to help reduce that appearance of wrinkles. Try it today. Save 53% off the price and get additional free bonuses. Order now. Go to www.healthwithpaul.com. That's www.healthwithpaul.com. You'll be glad you did. No doubt about that. The Caribbean island area has been hit. The phones are going off now. It is a significant situation that's developing at this very moment. Prayers need to go out, folks. Prayers definitely need to go out right now because of this situation that we are certainly in right now, folks, without question. This is the Salvation Station. The people in Antigua, Barbuda, need our prayers. And not just that island. There's several islands in that area who are compromised by this powerful 6.6 megaquake just off the coast of Antigua. Matter of fact, there is buoys going off in the ocean right now everywhere, and it's very critical. It was, first they said it was a 6.4. It has been upgraded to 6.6. It's very shallow. That area, that Caribbean fault line, we've had Mike from around the world tell us numerous times that this is an area that one of these days that fault line is going to go. And when it does, it could cause a cataclysmic event. We have that. We have that right now. The buoys are going off the charts right now, which means there is probably a tsunami warning in effect, without question. A tsunami warning certainly in effect. Matter of fact, I already got that there is, according to, now hang on just a second, because we're going to continue to just this is a powerful earthquake, very shallow, striking just off the Caribbean coast, and this is huge. Now, about a month ago, there had been a 6.6 earthquake strike in the Caribbean, but really it wasn't in the Caribbean. It was really just off the border of Panama and Colombia. So it was more of a South American, Central and South American quake, way over there. But this is right in the Caribbean islands. This is right on that Caribbean fault line. This is not where. This is the place that Mike from the World was completely concerned about. He always would warn about it. Matter of fact, the earthquake. And here we are. It just happens. 6.6. Now, I don't know. Have I been knocked off the air? No, there I am. 6.6 earthquake has hit there in the Caribbean, Antigua, Barbuda locations. There's been explosions that have already been heard on the island. There is there in Antigua, but it's not just Antigua. It is also the Antigua Barbuda place, but there's other islands in that area there. I'm going to zoom in a little bit here and just get a better look on it. There you have it's not far from Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic. There's a fault line that goes through Cuba, then right at the top of Dominican Republic, and then which goes past Puerto Rico, and then it swings down and it swings around till it's at just on the north shores of Venezuela. It's called the Caribbean Fault Line. Right there, not far from the coast of, just right off the coast of Antigua, Barbuda, this mega 6.6 earthquake has hit. And this is very disturbing. I'm going to see if I can zoom in a little closer. It's north of Guadalupe. It's northeast of Puerto Rico, but it's far enough out there that, hang on a second. Yeah, I didn't mean for that to happen. I'm trying not to. Give me a second, Guadalupe. Okay. Barbados is okay. But it's as that fault makes the curve up near more Antigua, Barbuda. And so we're concerned about it. Absolutely. The buoys are going off. The buoys are completely going off. I'm very concerned about this quake. Extremely concerned about this quake at this moment. There is not anything as far as a news article is concerned. There is nothing that has been written about it yet. None of the major medias anywhere has written anything on this. This is just where they track the buoys. The earthquakes are being tracked. But anytime you have an earthquake this strong, anytime there's an earthquake this powerful in an ocean out near the island areas, the first thing you got to think of is loss of power. I mean, without a doubt, loss of power. And then you start wondering, how bad did it shake the island? How bad did the buildings begin to crumble and explosions and that kind of thing start happening? And then if there is a tsunami, where's that tsunami going? I mean, is that tsunami headed toward some of the other locations? I mean, is there a tsunami going to head toward Puerto Rico? Is there a tsunami headed toward the Guadalupe Islands? Is there one headed toward Dominican Republic? Is there one headed even toward, the coast of Florida? You just don't know until you begin to get. This is why the buoys going off is so important. This is why the buoys are so important. Now, hang on a second. I'm having. Okay. We've got some information here. Um, buoys are going crazy. Buoys are absolutely going crazy at this point. And it's, boy, wow. We've been concerned about this one for some time. Been very concerned about this area. I've talked about it before. We've had Mike from the World on the air, and this is one of the areas that he said you got to be very, very careful. So, these are the prophecies of the last days. This is what the Bible is coming. Some buffering going on here even afternoon that were outrageous here in Florida. And so a lot of concern right now on what is going on with this, with the National Buoy Center. According to the National Data Buoy Center, is going off right now. Buoys are going off everywhere, and that means the ocean there's significant movement on the water, and that's why a tsunami warning is in effect. It's a very very dangerous situation here, Caribbean islands. So we will, again, it's going to take some time. But I have a feeling that power has been knocked out. I have a feeling that this is a very, when you're talking Antigua, Barbuda, you're out there in the boonies of the ocean. So it's gonna take a little bit of time probably to get some information on just how bad this thing is, and just let's pray for these folks in the name of Jesus that this is not going to be a deadly quake or tsunami. We're very concerned about it, but if they dodge this bullet, it'll be a miracle, really. 6.6 earthquake just off the coast of Antigua, Barbuda, in the Caribbean island area. Massive, just off that Caribbean fault line. Is significant earthquake just happened. There's no news articles at all anywhere out there right now covering this. We're the first to probably cover this anywhere in the world right now as far as video or broadcasting. And so it's a very fluid situation. Prayers going out to the folks that are there. Can we see a map where this happened? Well, yes. If you was to go to, give me 1 second. Let me just see if I can get one for you here. I'm going to try to do that. Give me 1 second so that you can see where this happened. Give me a moment here. I will have something for you. Just a moment. Just about. Okay, I'll move my chair out of the way here so you can get a better view. Okay. Here's what we have. This is where doesn't surprise me that my chair's right in the way. Yeah. Well, there you see Dominican Republic. There you see Puerto Rico. Okay. And you see where the earthquake hit. So there's Dominican Republic, there's Puerto Rico, and the Guadalupe Islands. But just off the coast of the about right in here, where Antigua and Barbuda are, you can see where the quake is. I mean, it's massive right there. Massive, 6.6. Now, it has set off the buoys in the ocean. You can see the fault line running. It has set the buoys off, which means there's definite shift of the water. And which way will this tsunami be going? Will it be headed toward Is it going down here, right down here to Puerto Rico? Or is it going more out here to Dominican Republic? Will it flow upward and way up there more towards some of those islands, including the Keys or even Miami and that area? But you have the Guadalupe Islands right below this arm of the chair. So that is the location where that is happening. Mexico 6.6 quake has hit, so we really are in prayer right now for these folks, because this is a very serious situation. This is very serious. 6.6 massive earthquake, and so I'm checking the buoys again. The buoys are going crazy, so that means that there's a strong possibility of a tsunami. It was first they registered that as a 6.4. They have upped that to 6.6. It's very shallow off the coast of Antigua, Barbuda. They're in the Caribbean. We're going to have to wait and see, because there is no reporting as far as not one news network is reporting this at all. Not one. Generally, within 15 to 20 minutes of a major earthquake, things start getting reported, okay? But this one has nothing, not one article. And that's concerning, because what first thing I start thinking of is power could be already knocked out of some of these islands that are within range of this thing. And you never know how fast really a tsunami will flow. But it's very concerning. It's very, very concerning. So I want you guys to be in prayer. Pray no one dies. Pray for a miracle. What we need is a miracle where there's no massive wave of a tsunami crashing into these islands in the Caribbean. We'll continue to keep a close eye on this, on what's going to happen. But very, a very fluid situation. Mega 6.6 Caribbean earthquake. Unbelievable. There in Antigua, Barbuda area. Very, very, very dangerous situation here has happened. We'll be back with more current world events and how they relate to biblical prophecy. We're living in the end times.